Which way should we go? Okay, this way it is. Oh. It's getting louder, the buzzing. So what? Pain threshold. It's like a swarm of hornets buzzing around your scalp, a strange tingling. You can almost smell. Johnny, you feel something? No, what do you mean? Strange tingling? Mostly in my wiener region. I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. I saw them too, footprints with the right sole worn smooth. But it has to be probably Ruby, because I was the 8th person and their footprints on the scene of the crime. Looks like our suspect if she's in here. We need to plan out our next steps carefully. What do you mean? We could just go running in and scream like I'm the law. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do. We'll set in motion events that we have no control over. You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. How bad do you think things could get? Well, we're not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground. Can't predict that there's nothing you could have done. Agreed. Maybe we should continue working forever. Nah, fuck you. Like, what do you think is waiting for us there? Conclude. I think we see a cavern. Maybe more cellars. I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise. Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back. So yeah, point of no return. Concrete pipe. Fascinating. Yoink. Yoink. Uh-oh. She's blasting us with hippie music. Suddenly your entire body's paralyzed. Aggressive white noise floods your skull. With the static you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations being blasted into your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Okay. Why am I taking damage though, ma'am? Can you please stop?
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Yeah, she says the word officer. You feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. Okay, I'll cover my ears. Still taking damage. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. What is happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Can you turn it off, please? That'd be great. It's the ULAN frequency. Oh, blasted from the pale emitter, Fat Angus mentioned it. Well, let's not try covering our ears. I guess that counts as movement, and maybe that's what hurt us. I say equations, it's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right?
Yeah.
I expected as much. Though I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
I also went through your panty drawer, so now I got your scent. That's how I found you.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pail more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pail. Literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale. People lose their minds in just a few years.
I'll probably lose my mind in just a few minutes. Like, this doesn't look good for us.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Fascinating.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you might be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
I think I'm gonna have to report you to the FCC. This is clearly a violation of, or is it the FTC? No, I think it's the FCC's jurisdiction, as far as, like, frequency waves and stuff. Like radio stations and whatnot. Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like walking out of a very confusing dream.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Yeah, when it comes to, like, non-lethal options, tasers, pepper spray and stuff, like police officers, usually to qualify to be able to have one on the field, requires you to be, like, have it used on you first. So, like, if you're an officer and you want, like, pepper spray to use as an option, they make you go through getting pepper sprayed. There's a good reason for it. It's so that you understand what you're doing to somebody else. Keeps you from, like, pepper spraying and then, like, sitting there tasing someone for, like, 5 minutes just because it feels good to you. At least you know what you're inflicting. How'd you get your hand
I
on this?
built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Yeah, let's go tell the FCC what's going on here.
Oh yeah, way beyond.
What's the goddamn pill anyway?
Pale? It's the end of the world.
Oh, cool. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Okay. Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
I have nothing but important things to say. Everything I say is important. You're looking for a deal on mattresses. Ooh. Hey, Ruby, I just got a great deal on mattresses. We should talk about that.
Damn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Oh yeah, I have a bullet. I don't have a gun though. Just carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. That's good. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted long enough, maybe. Careful when you make your move, that'll be it. For questions. How did you know we were coming? No, I'm not gonna get voice anymore. I heard you in the passages and I've been preparing it. By hiding bullets under floorboards. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. Her tone was bitter. She didn't rat you out, by the way, the washerwoman. So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my pack. Why hide the bullet? This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies. That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. But she only hid one bullet. It was dark in the shack. Waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Did you shoot Lily? No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. I have to give away Claude either way. You're right, it was Claude the first. It was the first to share her suspicions. Oh, she's gonna be killed, probably. I knew the kid had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Ooh, I have to sell them out too. Titus told me it took some convincing. Throw his ass under this bus. Just everyone's gonna be fucked now. Ah, fuck, it took some convincing my ass, and those guys liked me. I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like, how the fuck do the rest of you get by? I know it's just killing me, man. Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I opened them up. I did, didn't I? And now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. Yeah, fuck them. I did make her forgive them a little. I do it by asking questions. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me? What shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds pretty simple to me. Strong moral compass, she still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself. Do you have an alibi? Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. They were. How long? It was half an hour you were. I think it was closer to a half hour. Or it was that or 15 minutes. Half hour. We're going with half hour. Like, fuck, I did. I was in all the time. I went for at least 10, 15 minutes max. Hell, no one takes a 15-minute leak. Maybe she's got a bladder problem. I don't know. Our investigation... Ooh, wins from the pain. That'll make her feel bad for me. She shows that 15 minutes. Has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder. Wow, now I'm curious. Please explain. Play pinball much? No, not since I was 14 and hanging out at the only diner in Dublala. I haven't been into low-risk nor reward games since moving to the city. Why? There are some mysterious pinball machines and some pretty mysterious rooms. Yeah, probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries. That's a shame, because I happen to be a paranatural that... What about elevators? Do you like elevators? What do elevators have to do with anything? Do you or don't you? Sounds like she's not getting our hint of that blue door. Not even. Grab your head. I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake. God damn it. Look, there's a secret way from the ground floor to the whirling to the roof. Don't know it, but also the shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs. She has a point there. No one mentioned. That didn't go super well. You gotta lay something better on her. Do you like to hang out on rooftops? Who doesn't? Me? Oh, you probably mean Claude's rooftop? Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna. What's so great about her antenna? It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival. Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof? You used Pretty Bomb too, but you might say the antenna was the main attractor, along with Claget. So you're sure you didn't shoot the Merc from the roof? Yes, I'm sure. And anyways, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar. You have a gun. And? Where did you get it? The gun store. What gun store? Trigger Happy Jacks. Really? Trigger? What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere? Sure don't. A breech loader? No. This is such a wipeout. Can't quite tell what kind of gun is it. Naturally, front loader, 2-barrel. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing. Now there's other evidence I want to ask you about. Would you say that Lily was a likable person? Forgot who Lily was. Oh, that was the guy that died. Okay. He was the corpse. I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable guys. You don't feel sympathy for mercs? Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. Do you feel protective of the Union? Yeah, sure. I don't like Wildpine sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. She didn't hate him, okay? Alright, other questions. What else? Did you leave any flowers for Claget on the roof? No, gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my thing. Having flowers, maybe Belle, for example? Nope. Claget was mourning. I never did understand why. When somebody dies, a house's worth of flowers has to die too. Okay, so you didn't leave me bills. Running drugs for the Union? I've been through your lorry. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician. It really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife just in case. Make her more desperate. Yeah, let's throw him under the bus. Yeah, I made him talk. I'm the human can't open it, right? Yeah, that figures. What now? You going to arrest me for drug trafficking? You're a criminal, I can't trust anything you say. That doesn't sound like a good thing to say. Let's just go with this. You had a financial incentive to kill the murder. Man, it's to get away from all this that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union. She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later. She turns the knob down just a millimeter, then continues. I got lucky being a dispatcher. I never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum. But you're threatening us with it. Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. What? Oh, that's bullshit. Alright, let's take a step back. Yeah, where? If it wasn't you who killed the Merc, how should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him. There hasn't been any useful gossip up the radio. Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice, she's been staying up late listening in on conversations. Police radio, you've been following the case? Who hasn't? You know, I can still see them in there. In Claget's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming out of the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while. What happened on Sunday? Tell me your version. She eyes you warily as though gauging your sincerity. It's okay, we just want to... Alright, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardee's and the boys over a few beers. Then Claget comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to study her nerves, so I grab a seat next to her. Why, did she also seem high to you? Oh yeah, super, but I don't but I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before. Ajay said, "You knew something was wrong immediately." No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much below. It wouldn't be a first for her, but no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah. Made it look like he'd been hanged. How did you come up with the plan so quickly? What? No, faking the lynching was her idea. Her idea? Yeah, in cold blood, it really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. Party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. And she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys. She lied to you about that too? Showerhead, so resourceful. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. You think she killed Eddie? But I keep telling you cops we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing. But even if this is true, weren't you worried that this lynching might lead to war? The thought crossed my mind, but the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. The way things are going, she doesn't want to talk about this. Not because she has something to hide, she doesn't want the guilt. She shrugs. Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. If you didn't kill him, why hide? I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn blah 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 agent. What do you mean la puta puta puta? She looks at you quizzically. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener. Oh, my health. Okay, heal. Though the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something. Fucking hell, and why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad. Suddenly felt like a vein exploded. Who's everyone? How do you know this? Everyone in Jamrock, the cops, criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you? If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too. Yeah, tell me what's my name. If you know that about me, you must know my name. Harry DuBois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and funny tie. Agent to la puta madre. Let's just say he's dangerous, right? Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. I was gonna say, no, that was a real question. Yeah, sure. She doesn't believe you. It's fine, I don't believe myself either. I'm sure Lambalabala will explain it all to you soon enough. What did you do to him? You've been to my lure, you think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition, and now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Is that you singular or plural? She might know something. I thought we came alone. When I came into town, was there anyone with me? Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? You didn't come alone? I don't know what happened to them. Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. Guess I'll take my chances. Who's in this one? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. Guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. What else can you tell me? One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him, and the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sounds about right. No idea who these people are, literally. Me neither. Like, there was no mention of anything like this. Satellite Officer McMare looks out of the window grimly and puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. You can either take a room here or in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing going to happen. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heedleston. You can give us a ride. Whoa. I think I know them. They're in Martinez. Don't leave me, please, Cecile. Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends unless you have anything pressing to ask me. You know anything about the bunker next door? What bunker? Communist hideout. I don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp, and I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to... Sure are taking a lot of damage from shit. Should I attempt to destroy the machine? Hell yeah. How is she not going to react to that? Get wrecked, bitch. We did it. Broke in. You okay, Kim? All good, officer. Be careful. Her hand trembles. Ah, fuck it. Oh, she's gonna kill herself. Why is her to put the gun down? Why would I do that? Just let her do it. I'm not here to tell people what to do. You're free to make your own decisions in life. She pulls the trigger before you finish your sentence. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair. Okay, compose ourselves. What do we do now? We clean up. This may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there. Mission accomplished. Ruby is dead. I don't know if that was a mission, but... Ruby's gone, go to her tent. No, fuck that. Take her gun? Oh, shit. Equip this one times her most dire. I guess it's only for suicide then. Cooking utensils. Money. Health stuffs. There is no way out. The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. See a rolled up sleeping bag. We should put her in the sleeping bag so the rats don't get to her. Okay, let's carry her over here. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs. Magazines, you should look through them. Hell yeah. Shine your flashlight on the books. Soft cover, mostly pulp horror. Motor carriage lies buried in the snow on the cover on another ghost airship. I also see a collection of radio enthusiasts magazines. See anything? Not really. Riga Monthly Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. I'll take that. We pocket the journal. She watches by, motionless. Yeah, if she was moving, I'd be probably more concerned. We should read this immediately. Like right now. I agree. this. Thick journal. The cover's worn, like someone's used to carry it in their back pocket. Same with the cover. It's made of whatever. Schneller. This was important to her when it was still hers. Open it. Journal falls open, about 2/3 of its world pages have been filled. Study the handwriting. Large cursive, someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs that have been crossed out with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. Look through it. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, personal reflections, all dated. We could learn a lot from this. Yeah, we could. What kind of logistics? Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact info, quantities, directions. There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant in my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish. What are the diagrams of? Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor. The one that we broke. Make a familiar spiral shape. Anything personal? Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues always about, you smell traces of betrayal. How far back do they go? First entry August 2nd of last year. I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. What did she write on the day that dude died? Nothing on March 4th and 5th. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault, except it's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. Anything on Buddha? The name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about Buddha in your journal? Read the entry. Grade M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head. While I'm napping in my lorry on a smoke break, well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her even apart from the investigation on M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. Am I sure this is a mistake? Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Keep reading. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all. I don't know when I'll be able to leave or if I'll be ratted out. But they will rat me out. Of course, I've made it to a point to believe in the best in people. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. You'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measure to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. So, what's the most recent entry? It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Further on the run, not really my idea of open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning. Yeah, says everybody that goes into Fortnite. There can be only one. I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed. This whole thing was a detour and a fatal one, he thinks. What do you mean, framed? By the Hardy Boys, by Claget, by us. Kim, am I really a lapula-bula-bula? He looks you straight in the eye. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. Who do you think killed Mark? Could have been Titus. Then again, no one heard the shot. Maybe there's a Hardy Boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One more thing is for certain, we have business back in the Whirling Rags. Questions to ask, we should get to it. So it is a new day for me. I had to cut my last session short due to circumstances. I have reason to believe we're on the final stretch. So, with that all said and done, let's move on. Or try to figure out how to move on, because I don't know how much I remember. I remember we got that lady to kill herself. That's a high five moment. I'm kind of proud of that. Do we have a mission? It says return to the Whirling after the whole instigator debacle. Someone there has something to answer to. Oh, right, Claude Casablanca, whatever her name was. Casadina? Chalupa? Can't seem to zoom out any further than this. Where's this crazy adventure gonna take us? So we're not being immediately in a dialogue. It's like I have to improv what I'm about to say. But either way, we know where to go at the moment, which is back to the Whirling. Our health and stuff not doing as good. This is a mistake. Hey, Wordman, what up? Oh god, why is it taking me that way? Fuck, whatever that word is. How are you, my man? What the hell's all this? Oh, okay. Okay, apparently these pillars are chests. Goodies and shit. Okay, this is not where I want to be. I just want to go to the Whirling. Fuck everything else. Maybe we have to go more this way. Forgot how I got here. Okay, yeah, this is where the shack was. Okay, I think I know where we are now. Me so brain dead today. Like it's disorienting trying to figure out what to click on to move. Like which parts of the terrain. Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon. You try to take comfort in the weight of your pry bar or crowbar or pry bar, call it what you will. It doesn't stand a chance against military-grade weaponry. Well, this is not a good premonition at all, is it? Like we never got our gun back. What am I supposed to do? Be prepared. Wield Ruby's double-barreled pistol. What a shitty gun, but it's better than nothing. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. You better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back. Good. You're gonna be Operation Human Shield. Your job will be to protect me. I guess I need to equip this, huh? Alright. I don't know if... Like, I mean, they're clearly hinting some shit's about to hit the fan. So maybe if I keep the pry bar in one hand and this thing in the other, that'll do something good for us? I don't know. Actually, hold on, maybe... Trying to think if I should equip some other equipment. No idea. Because I'm thinking maybe I should be equipping some of these, right? Like, you put disarmor and disarmor. Well, reaction, speed, and hand-eye coordination sounds better, doesn't it? I don't know. I'll just put the 2 pieces of armor I have on. I don't know if that actually means something or if it's gonna help. What is this? You look down at the white ceramic subbatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit. Movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away as the plates reorient to your motion. Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be. The hardened vitreous enamel that once sleek and light adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do. Yeah, I want full suit, but we're not going to get to full suit. Like, we're already past, I think, a point of no return anyways. Like, whatever the fuck is going to happen is going to happen. Maybe a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor, figure out its vulnerabilities. What? Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets, wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone well, too late for that. Yeah, let's make a save, because it sounds like shit's gonna go... Shit's about to happen, right? That's what it sounds like.
I'm all out of shit to give, Loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Oh, look at... They got big-ass guns. These guys are fucked.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, all right?
Nope, Titus isn't gonna get fucked.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, Loincloth shit fuck.
Yeah, shit, fuck, hell-ass dick bags. This is the scab leader. Chest rises, blah, finger reaches for a second. There's something very wrong with him. Yeah, he's probably dangerous.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about
Nothing
this.
irreversible. You guys killed one of his men. Like, a week ago. I'm pretty sure that's irreversible. Death is pretty permanent.
The Crypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
See?
I think we should just kill everyone caught here.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame her.
You all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Yeah, keep saying that and watch what happens.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella?
Nope. He's facing overwhelming superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful?
Hey, it's Yoshimitsu.
Placed in your abdominal cavity, like a little wild mouse.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
I mean, wasn't there always 4 of them, minus the one that's dead? What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Well, then that's gonna get you killed. I think we should just go to the bar. We're out of time. This
The
is...
Mercenary Tribunal.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
If this turns into a firefight, we are fucked. Stop, this is the police. Respect my authority, etc.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Pig fuck!
Say nothing, I'm just gonna cross my arms and look pissed.
You? You're probably gonna get killed too. I think I'm gonna kill you. I didn't think I had it in me to kill a cop.
Well, this doesn't sound very good.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
I have a different proposal. How about you guys kill the girl first? She's got a bit of an attitude anyways. And she's a lawyer, so... Leader gives a small nod. Suddenly your fingers holding the grip of a gun that has just taken a life tingle. Go for it, it seems to say. Oh, crap. No, wait, it's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy. Rude is the killer. The armored woman smiles. Rude to killer. Posing clown. He doesn't talk much. All of you fucking cunts inside out. The killer. The gunner. The raidist. The killer. What do you think he does? Drink? There, on the rim of the posing Plummen Bugenbogen's helmet, you count little stick figures, 1922. Good, I kill killers. I don't think we're gonna answer that. I just count the figures. About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. Attendance to the stables? What are we waiting for? Let's blow that big fucking mouth off his face. Hold your fire. Wait for my command. He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill. Listen, they didn't do it. Yeah, who did it then? It was Ruby. Yeah, who the fuck is Ruby? Is that girl who killed herself? Because I didn't try and help her. A suspect. Ruby's a suspect we chased down on the coast. She was hiding. She killed herself. But I know she did it. Think I'm fucking stupid? There's a dangerous gleam in his eyes. What if I just shot one of your pals here right now, huh? And they'd probably die. Go ahead, tell me about some cunt who killed herself one more time. Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court-martial won't decide who... Think. Why doesn't he believe me? 50% chance? Easy. The Hardy Boys confessed hanging him altogether. Could have said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud in a public place. Listen, he was shot. He was. You're lying. DePaul heard it. He doesn't move the weapon. Well, if you guys would just let me escort you into my freezer, we still have the corpse because we never sent it in for the toxicology report. It's still like in that building, actually, right there. I don't think they're gonna give a damn though. You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter. The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen. Fucking liars. The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the hardy boys yell something. Young woman stands and looks behind her. Her shot is flown over her head, crashing a small pane of glass behind her. Man looks at his revolver and smiles. Ah, missed. Oh, good, they're aimed as shit. This might not be so bad then. I know what I heard. Corky, they said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night. Well, it's one way to end a Sunday night. Want to become famous? Hell no. Not a chance. I wish to be forgotten. Ah, that doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. Well, I better utilize my power of suggestion. Hey. Dangerous. Ask him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start. I knew you weren't a goddamn scab leader. Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Lady had a hard-on for making faces for your natives. Fucking food aid shit. This shit is done now. Trigger time. Who are you, Corky? I'm just gonna call him Corky. Sergeant Major Raul Courtney. Reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground. Oh, they're fucked. As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Click, click. Realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raul, or blah blah blah. The dead man's name is blah blah blah. He's brothers with the deceased. So we did him a favor then. No, probably foster brother. Ellis was put into a foster home, remember? Then he bellowed, for killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead. I know that name. No, I don't. He sways. Raul and Ellis Courtnair. Look, I'm sorry about your brother, Raul. He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Your foster brothers, I know that. You don't know shit. Lance Corporal. Why don't you... You lost him quick. His parents left him in a fucking leaf compactor. Who, Liddy? Yes, when he was small, just an infant. We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there and other things. They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor and now these cunts finished the job. Well, that's not gonna help us very much, is it? There's real language in his voice. Drunken sadness suddenly engulfs him. Memories. It's a mindfuck, Corky. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now. Your brother did deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer. Oh, did not deserve to go out. Listen, Lily, everyone says good things about him. He was a good talker. What you mean, talker? We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around. Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kipped ass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Lily was here, he would spare the lot of you, maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did. Ready to open fire, Major. At your command. He had blue eyes, didn't he? Your brother? Baby blue, yeah, like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths. Alright, time to make its conclusion. Your brother did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer. Find his killer? Cop, his killer stands right there. Shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way protecting them. Yeah, why are we protecting them? Like, wouldn't a better place for us to stand be like over here, or inside the building, or anywhere but right there? Or is some kind of moral duty going on? I know what this tactic is, Silo. Sammy stares at you. You're gonna die for them. Right here, today. I guess he hasn't noticed that we're wearing his brother's armor. At least the boots and the tunic. Big talk, that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. Alright, let's hit him with the rhetoric. Fuck. International something? International law? This tribunal is against the law of the international law. I don't think they're gonna give a flying fuck. I'm not saying that. Don't say it. And now you've stood there scratching your ass for 1.5 seconds. You think this helps things? I can shoot. Oh, yeah, if we got a gun, we're fucked. You're all drunk, look at yourselves. Yeah, so what? Your judgment's impaired. You'll regret this. Nah, I'm clear as day. Fucking government ordained super soldier. Enough already. What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat. Interrupt me again, I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. You think I care what the company cunt thinks? The Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. He's not listening. Okay. We're working together. But you know you're out of control, she told me. She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. Stay cool. Don't do anything stupid. Sounds like a challenge. I'm about to do something stupid. I don't know what yet. The company bitch is gone. Lily's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole? Guys, hold that race formation. I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun. Oh, one of the Hardy Boys is a pussy. Apparently he's got a lot to live for. Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together. Like, does he have a gun? See, we're really just in the way. They're huddled close in a formation. Steal. The rest will stay, even if it means dying here with him. Where's Claude? She can explain this. Who the fuck is that? Claude, the woman upstairs? Where is she? Yeah, put her on the spot. She left. What do you mean she left? She left. The room's cleaned out right before these assholes showed up. We should have arrested her. Sounds like too much work. Hey Bushman, the veins on a man's neck expand. Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one. This just not gonna work. At 17%. So we're just gonna stand here quietly and hope nothing bad happens. What's the matter, loincloth? Mouthful of dick. Think I'm gonna fucking spare you? Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell you have more information. And kill me and you'll never find out who killed your colonel. I've been withholding information. See, I can't kill me. I still have information. I don't know what information. Rude. Kill him. Oh. Uh-oh. I mean, just practically point blank with the rifle. Oy. Porcelain Man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. 17% chance to dodge the shot. Yeah, we got this. We do not got this. my health didn't go down yet. A low shot rings. You feel it tapping like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops. Chest plate? I wonder if the fact I'm wearing the armor might mean something. Then the sound of dice rolling as Akiris distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. Well, fuck, now I wish I had been able to get the rest of the armor. Maybe they'll just always aim for the chest, in which case would be pretty good. You got hit, armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood slowly seeping into your lungs. Lieutenant aims, face pale. Come on, Kim, we know your vision's not good. You're not gonna... Without trembling, he quietly utters, God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. Then... Whoa, look at you, Kim. He fucking nailed it. 2 shots ring, one from Lieutenant Kitsuragi's pistol and the other from the Paul. It's aimed at Kim, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Kim, did he hit the rifleman? Blood gushes from the helmet's eye socket as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sound coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Yeah, I'm actually impressed. He did good. I mean, you still have these 2 buttholes to deal with, though. Who screamed? Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of him like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised aiming at your chest, point blank. Oh, my well-armored chest? I think I don't have to give a fuck then, right? Right. I mean, never mind, like, blood seeping into our lungs. The man squeezes the trigger. Look him in the eye. 3%. I'm just gonna look him in the shot. Like, look him in the eye. Go ahead. Do it. See if I care. A look of happiness. His eyes seem naturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil. And the end. Here it is. Here it comes. Death. Okay, just let it happen. I mean, it's gonna happen either way. Evade the shot. Let's see what happens. Did I just die? Check failure. Of course. Unless maybe this is supposed to happen. You can't. There's no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. My pelvis? I thought it said it was aiming at my chest. That's why I stared him in the eyes with the utmost of confidence. Your entire lower body's on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark, a distant blur as you recede into it. Let's touch ourselves. Oh yeah, feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching at your consciousness takes everything you've got. It's time to listen through the darkness and the pain. The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire, shatter glass, and then a man in pain, a familiar sound. I happen to be an expert at the sounds of people in pain. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him, his voice still giving orders, grows fainter, a gurgle. He's not gonna make it. Sucks for him. What parts of me are missing? Most of what's down there. Oh God. It's all gone. Open your eyes. Now you have to see what's happening. No, it's just a fear. Even if, who cares? No one wants you anyways. What do I see? Nothing. A persisting darkness, dancing lights of pine, distant shadows cast by them like a hellish play. Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. You're bleeding out. Yeah, I'll turn into a whiny bitch. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Stay with me. This is a stupid world. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake. But you can't. It's so hard, your eyelids grow heavy and the sound's ever more distant, and a cold comes over you. Kim, too, is somewhere far away. Almost gone when suddenly you sense something behind him. Damn it, Kim, it should have been you. Already inside. Hey, something's happening. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Hey, my authority looks really high. No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. Man, Kim is kicking ass. Sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure 2 is gone, and so is Kim, and the whole world fall into total darkness. Oh no.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Shagadelic. Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there, screaming along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other.
Ah, moral of the story, we were a ghost the whole time.
It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind.
Yes,
Rest.
So what this ancient reptilian brain is telling us is all those paranormal videos you see on YouTube. They're all hoaxes. No, could I want to die? I mean, I do want to die, but I think trying to get back into the fight will improve my odds of making progress.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door.
Come on, limbic system, this isn't even my final form. I could still do some anime, Super Saiyan, Ultra, Instinct shit, transformation, and... probably not.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh, God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his womb sleep.
There is a radio in the distance, a radio of the world, playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The big system, you speak in riddles. I don't know what you want to say. The engine of a Cooper's Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Hey, that's my catchphrase, actually. I never stop, I only get worse. A lot of people can't stand being around me for too long. Hey, okay. See, we're fine. And my boots are still looking sharp. You see Kim's familiar shape. Turns double and triple from the pain. Kim, like, killed 2 of those guys. Very impressive. And he's still alive. That's even more impressive. I don't think I got a chance to use him as a human shield or nothing. Sunrise Parabellum, the lieutenant says. This room is... it's clean. Why is our room so clean? Oh, this might be Kim's room. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. How long have I been out? 2 days. Oh, it is day 5, what? Because we were on day 3 before. In and out. You've been up enough to take Duramine and Kurs and drink water. What happened? What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. Major gave the command. What happened to them? Kim pretty much like one-shot everybody. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. He was looking for... Yeah, so maybe the reason I'm still alive is because I happen to be wearing the armor? He hit the cuirass, heard it go off. I heard it go off. It was looking for a clear line of sight to him. So maybe because I had this armor, not only did I survive the shot, but it also gave Kim time to actually line up and hit his target. Interesting. I shot and wounded him. I shot him in the eye hole of his helmet, and there was just blood. I don't think that's going to be just a wound. While Glenn took the bullet in the spine, it was meant for me. He did not survive. Who cares? Titus, Fat Angus and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital yesterday. Elaine and the young musician, I forget his name. They're all that's left. Titus is dead. Yes. Nod. You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you, and you warned me. I was able to disarm the Major before he got the jump on me. Thank you, although... Hey, no smoking in my room, bitch. I was not able to kill him as I should have. Krenel took him. A stray bullet killed DePaul, though, and that's what happened. So how many casualties in total? 4. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus. And the Major is in a private hospital across the river. Krenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. Okay, and that's it. All. It's not that bad, all things considered. Oh no, Harry. Pretty bad. 6 people are dead. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. +1, Ruby. Ruby doesn't even count as a person. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. He rubs his swollen clit. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we're still alive. Both of us. He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those 2 armies. Alright, how bad am I hurt? Because my health bar is still the same. Reasonably bad. He was shot in the left quad quadriceps, that's your thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked, a bullet was removed, and a bacterial infection treated with something. The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire. Can I walk? We'll see. What if I take that old lady's wheelchair? Can we just, like, play the rest of the game in a wheelchair? I'd be cool with that. It's gas-powered. So don't use it indoors. Are you hurt? Not very. I have a concussion from the major beatings. From the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I try not to move too much. I mean, you're standing, you're smoking, you're doing a whole lot of moving. More than we are. My gloves are so stupid. Things would be much worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you, I did not see him coming. Stupid of me. Hey, don't thank me, thank the dice rolls, because that could have gone just as bad. Alright, get up. Up. Get up. Get up. Easy now. How are you? My disco days are done. Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant, you refrigerator. Alright, what happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. Because I totally do. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everett. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now, and Joyce has left too. Okay, so I guess we can't go to either of them. Yes, she left yesterday morning to meet the Board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Krennel from sending in a death squad. He looks out the window. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Claude too. We really should have arrested her, you know. So who did it? Who killed the hangman? Answer that. Answer me. I don't know. I think the dangerous theory presented on Claude was wrong. We have not found a motive or a weapon for her. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. Let's just blame it all on Ruby then. This is because I'm a Lubuda, right? Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revocol West are his peons. Even if you are, it's not a decisive factor in this case. It does make some sense. The fucking Maybells, it's the flowers. What? This one, remember? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything. He's wrong. No, Kim, every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case. It was the flower all along. Okay. What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out. Someone who wasn't me was checking her out. I don't know. He rips his neck. That's been there for years. It's the footprints. Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. There's still a 20% probability the shot came from a distance. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in a light nod. I agree with this. What else? There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revocol is full of them. But they seem so mysterious. I can't believe they're fucking useless. No need to be melodramatic. You know what I think about solving crimes? Yeah, solving crimes is super easy. Really? Because to me it seems solving crimes is hard. It's because you got a tiny brain. That concussion must be making him dizzy. Time to start drinking. Nah, you're not ready to give up yet, are you? No. Are you ready to limp? I'm ready. Good. Where do you want to limp? To the karaoke. The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk. Let's just aimlessly wander until a clue presents itself. Well, let's just go to Claget's room. Why not? Just gonna litter your cigarettes on my fucking floor? Seriously? Why not? Inspect the window in Claget's bedroom. Have a look at the window? Okay. Let's do it. Even fixed my tape player. Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. And see. Yeah, got a skill point. Look, the door's open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Why would I do that? Newly replaced glass. You hear traffic back in the world again. I don't know, let's go on here and see what yeah, we're not doing whatever those are. Oh, fuck me. Wow, Kim's room's small as fuck. Like, his whole room is smaller than or about the same size as my bathroom. But then Claget's got, like, upstairs and the roof and like, what the fuck? These are not equal rooms. The alarm is set for 6:50. Oh, what is this? Half-finished paperwork. Papers bear the stamp of RCM. They appear to be blah, blah, blah. I had guard open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever. I thought I was dead for a moment. Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. There's a small pause. We should go. Alright, let's go. Oh, I can't even exit through his room. I have to exit through mine. Time to crack this case wide open. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Maybe if you quit telling me what to do, it'll be okay. Looks like she left something on the table. What is it? Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down. Uneven handwriting, blah, blah. I'm sorry I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs. Hell yeah. Gift. What could this be? I'm not drawing my gun yet, but I don't like gifts. Seems she left in a hurry. It's hardly surprising. Alright, I want my gift. Is this my gift? A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. Oh. It goes out there through the window. Okay, visual calculus time. You see the same two neon lit shapes. A man and a woman, only blah blah blah. This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us. So we were wrong regardless. Because that's a whole different vector from any of these three or those three. Where does this thread lead? It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles from a point beyond the roof B. The island in the bay. Is he trying to tell us the shot came from the islet? Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna, that is where the thread seems to point. How did she know how to do this? She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. She had a long time to think about it after standing on that roof staring at the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? Of course, we don't trust her. No, this is her way of saying sorry. Like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Here's the solution to your criminal investigation. I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it make? This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet. So it is. For a second, he seems tired. Maybe we need to go to the island. The wind blows. Kim, let's go to the fucking island. Go! Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce had her sloop, but she's gone. Lillian, the net picker, she's tarring her boat. Oh, we never got to date her. Yes, of course, the village. Let's go. Blink. Should I go out here too? Maybe there's something. Maybe not. I don't know. The thread is tied to the antenna. Hey, that was a whole lot of nothing. So I think I know where to go. Lillian, or whatever the hell her name was that chick on day 3 that we talked to, who we did not try to date, but we could have tried. What is this? Fairweather T500. But yeah, let's go ahead and learn this thing. This one. Unlock. Confirm. Internalize. That'll do something. Maybe. I don't know. Can we do karaoke again? That'd be great.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Oh, somebody's a brown noser now. I thought you hated our guts. I did, thanks. I don't care what he has to say. Goodbye. Not a fuck given. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. It's a ghost town. It's like somebody came and shot everybody. And I'm not taking the blame for it. Technically, I was one of the victims. What in the shit is this? Unjurgisarai redid. Translation, please. One day I'll return to your side. Fido has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place. I smell heavy fuel oil and blood. Some of it is even yours. I would like that back. Thank you. Heavy fuel, isn't that flammable? What are you trying to imply at? You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer. Sounds legit. Do I have cigarettes? I don't think I do. I guess we'll have to go. Look, voices in my head say I said to buy cigarettes and set shit on fire. I'm not about to argue with that. Is this the place where I could buy them? Yes, it is. What is this? Yellow roses, bobo. Good evening, shopkeep. Give me a cigarette. Thank you. So this is probably a good idea. I'm basing that just because the voices in my head said so. Lord. Okay, so how do I use the cigarettes? Hey, it's also going to damage my health, so I might have to heal. Step back, Lieutenant. The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. The falling snow turns to vapor above the burning message, mingling with the black snow. Just go, Elysium! The lieutenant is taking a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods. Let's go to that island. Come on, Kim. Where's your sense of pyromania? I didn't do a whole lot of anything, did it? Whatever. Let's see if we can get ourselves to Lynette or whatever her name was. I figured it was gonna like end up setting like one of the buildings on fire or something and causing a huge problem. But seems that was not the case. Alright, now I don't know where she was. But I think if I follow this, we should. Oh, there she is, I think. I think that's her.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You look terrible. She's fucking... She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee. I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass. You would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? Weird gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You should see all the other guys. They're all dead.
So you're a killer. That's good, I guess. I guess. Better than being dead.
I could be both. I'm not a killer, I'm a cop.
Aye, I guess you are. I understand. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that means I have a license to kill. Maybe that's hitman, I don't know. I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. 3% chance we got this. Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There's no other way. Human beings to procreate, not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals. Let's go with this. I want to be close to you, and there is but one way to intimacy. Eh? What? Drunk date? Tap on your throat. All we need is booze. The rest will follow. Funny sailor jokes. Sorry if I'm not laughing out loud, but the comedy has worn thin over the years. It's okay, she just hasn't figured out how these things work between the sexes. Keep at it. She'll come around. Alright, enough hitting on her. We need to get to that island. That won't be a problem. It's wind still, and the tar just dried. We got 2 days of relative sunshine. 2 days of sunshine? I just got a bacterial infection. Can we borrow your boat? If you promise to bring it back and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either. Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business. Aye. And just nod. Crow's feet disappear from the corner. Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then. She nods. Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? I just filled her up. It's a small tank. See ya. I got a feeling I should probably save my game too. Because if we go to an island, maybe there's no coming back. Is this our boat? I mean, we could have just stolen like that one or that one. We just have to make Kim do all the rowing. row, fight the power. Skip for the small little bomb. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the start handle and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Remember what the netbigger said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this. In other words, once we go, we're not coming back and forth, so I'm fine with that. You take the engine, Kim. I'll hold the boombox. What? What? How else do we blast sad FM on our way to the island? Fine, let's blast sad FM then. Alright, get in and go. Is that the island, the little iceberg on the... Is this the island? I guess it's gonna be a long little boat ride. Are we done stalling for time yet? Only we had picked something that wasn't sad FM. It could have been a party boat. So this weird sad boy stuff. Boat comes to a slow stop. Kim turns the engine off, and then there's silence. Sputtering of wild wings, a flock of whatever. Let's go. I heard a dinosaur. The Great Island. I've heard great things. Makeshift bridge. The bombs were powerful enough to break the foundation. Press a chain, trails off in the ocean. Chain trails off into the ocean. Point to it. This leads to the depot in Land's End. Ah, yes, so it seems. What do you think it was used for? For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies. You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain. There's a defensive measure locking off the side of the bay. From who? From enemies, of course, and allies. Keep your enemies at a distance and keep your allies even farther. I think that's how it goes, right? Enemies of the commune, blah blah blah, don't give a fuck. Attention, inflammable. Inflammable. It feels leaked out of the barrel. Black, viscous. Could we set it on fire with our cigarettes? Lingering trace of exotic air. The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Faraway birds. What is that fluttering? Flock of quail departs. Okay, underneath the flutter on the island, there's almost no wind. Like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work. Great importance to the few who attend. Kim? Yes? It's really fucking silent on this island. We should pull out our boombox. It is. Is that why we're stopping? Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to listen to one more thing. No, leave. I'm done listening. It was important they'll voice it. This barrel says Elysium. Elysium. This feels familiar. Cam, what is Elysium? Insulidian Citizens Militia. Official name of the Communards Army. The Black and White Army of the Revolution. Sounds like RCM. It does. Why? RCM may descend from the Elysium. May. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. I recall West was mostly workers and criminals. Nice political thoughts rush through. Oh god, not through my neocortex. Politics don't belong in there. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant. ICM sounds like Insane Clown Posse, very close to the international, nice and normal stuff. That's a little embarrassing, no? Let's go with that. Hentai Nazi. Sounds, title checks out. No one remembers the ICM. He bows to Inspector Barrow. White star. No, an upside down star. Oh, they're Satanists. With horns in the sky, a symbol of the commune. Are those speck stars too? No, that's uninhabited archipelago. A DeLorean era symbol, whatever. Looks old. What's it still doing here? After 44 years, that's not nearly enough to hide what happened here. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city full of things like this old bullets, guns, whatever. Just finish the thought. It's a bunch of weird, rambling, broken stairs, I guess. No way to get up there. Stairs are gone. Well, I'll just use the door then. Coming soon to Necroxix. Hentai Nazis. Pass. But this was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached. Cool, I guess. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. Microgrid generator. With cables and stuff. An old cylindrical generator is nestled above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on it. Bada. It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. Pour fuel in the tank. The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. There's a red switch on the side. Pull it. The recoil starts. Well, that should do it. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Where do these wires lead? Downstairs somewhere? Tap on the side. Tank is far from full, but there should be enough to keep it going for a day. Books. Dishes. Candles. Moth bedsheet ding. Hey, free stuff. Hand-eye coordination. Oh, it looks like I could sleep here if I wanted to as well. And sit, maybe? Let's see where this goes. Actually, let's see also what the... Oh. Okay, never mind. No objective. And those cables look like they went this way, right? Green paint flakes off the blah blah blah. Run your fingers across the keyboard. Keys rattle like teeth. Has been functional in decades. What is this? Console of an antique computation device. 10 points. The generator upstairs with wires coming out will terminate here. Could this open the blast door? Think yes. Let's see that one. Emergency open. Alright, let's do that. Aha. Ladies and gentlemen, we have progress. It's being all dramatic and shit. After you. What's there? I don't know. What if we get into another fight? Don't worry. I have a gun. I also have a gun. I know it was not easy to acquire. Let's go. So I have no idea what's going on right now, but Water Rush has jam shut. Hey, there's something this way. Should I really go exploring though? Might end up in like, oh. Okay, I guess I can't go that way. I guess so. That answered that. Walk slow, it might be dangerous. I got a better idea. How about fuck you? Nobody tells me to walk slow. We walk slow enough as it is. Does this place show up on the map? Yeah, it does. Looks like this is the island. Map is useless. Small white flowers blossom all. Small white flowers like the ones we saw at the thing? Rubber dinghy. He's got a gun. Shoot him. Kim, shoot him. The deserter. His eye is sharp. Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. Gets the job done.
Is that a Bell McGraw?
It's a Trigon 446.
That was close.
A Samaran rifle? How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Xinyao commune. Military aid.
Sir, I need you to put down that gun so we can talk further. We're with the police. I think you should give me the gun. I want to dual wield that shit. Kim, you're gonna antagonize me.
You're a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle.
I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
I am an enemy commander of rank. Put it down. Fuck. It's a good line, but your voice slips on commander. Oh. I'm a commander.
A big-time operator of the bitter-assed army. How about I keep it, huh?
Fuck.
Hand it over to a real killer. A briscade.
Lame. Shoot him, Kim.
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're going to blow my brains
Do it,
out
Kim.
before you question me.
Do it.
To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
We're gonna have to punch bullets. Like an amputated limb in the sand. Pick up the gun, hell yeah. Inspect it. Rifles in shabby state like a crutch. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm made of walnut. A gun with hieroglyphics on it. Oh. This uses jacketed ammunition. Jacketed, military-grade ammo. Stable in flight, good for hitting something that's very, very far away. You did it. You were the killer all along. Steal the gun. Oh yeah. Now we got 2 guns. 2 guns is better than 1. This looks very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him to get a confession in time. He did get old. Who are you? My name is something. Political commissioner of something, something, something. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender. He doesn't have much fight left in him. Commune of Protocol. Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the ICM, the Army of the Revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock 07, trained in wherever, and stuff happened. I left my union on the eve of the landing when I returned here on whenever shit had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duty. 50 minus 8 equals 43. Math checks out. We've been keeping you waiting here for 43 years. No. I've been on other islands too. I was on Resurrection until they turned it into a spa. I was in E48 Nameless Sound until the sea washed over it. I think I came back here, that was 22 years ago. What is this place? It's not an island. It's not an island, droid. It's a defensive fortification of the Commune of Protocol, and I am its last surviving defender. Is he alone? What was it used for? Congeniality to form King Felipe II built it to restrict access to the bay, blah blah blah. We captured this, that, shit happened. You mean the landing? Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me who speaks like that. We had 50 million people on Kylo alone. Someone who's come to end this no. Whatever, tell me something else. No. Iblis. Iblis calls it that. Iblis? The black-eyed angel. How have you survived all this time? How does anyone survive? I steal. Now hold on there. That's a choice. You could have become self-employed. What do you steal? Supplies, vegetables, look like rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being. How is your health, Mr. Doors? I've been throwing out blood since winter, red like beetroot, and passing it in stool too. Too much information. Seems frail. Gaunt for his age, more like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer. Or you're just not eating enough. RCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over. I need to die. He makes a good point. Shoot him, Kim. Shoot him with your gun. You don't have medical facilities, you have guns. See? That's all they give you. Toy guns. Thank you for clearing that up. So you deserted your unit. I was 16 years old, 15 when I was volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. Understood. How have you concealed yourself all these years? It was hard in the tens. He shakes his head. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night. There were posters, campaigns. We communards still hoped that they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulate. He's fucking kipped and this and that and others too. Some court, blah, 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 blah. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. Their frequency's dead. How did you get between here and the mainland? Probably swam. Maybe that's how he kept his physique. Swimming is pretty good exercise, you know. And I used the dinghy. Only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot. Commons, too, they'd start snitching. In the city, you move underground. From bunker to bunker. Ah, not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just... Why don't you just walk there? I don't want to. They're all traitors. There's a small bunker under the Fell building. Have you stayed there? Propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore. Propaganda bunker. They stored leaflets there, broadcasting equipment, made broadcasts, I think, propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. Killed themselves? A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins on the ground. This weapon, the weapon cache under wherever in the basement. Have you been there? So you finally found it? There must have been small squadrons worth of arms there. There were. Useless now. Rusted away. So you've been there. Sleeping. Some nights I'm scrounging. Those McGraws were shit even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however. You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across. There's still no... So you're the communist soldier from this place? No, I'm not a soldier. I'm an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army. Understood. So this is your termless surrender. You're with RCM. Coalition approved. Appointed mob that enforces morals on Rubicol. We're with the RCM. Let's leave it at that. Let's represent the Moralists International, the enemies of humanity who took the city. I represent their adversary. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. He bulldozed them all into a mass grave for trying to free humanity. Cool. Spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. You've been hiding here for 40 years? 40 years and 10 months. I don't even know what that is. It's inhumane. It's sick. It's not how a human being should live, but I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw. What have you been doing during all this time? Hiding, fishing, waiting. I think we're on this island to see if the gunshot came from here anyways, isn't it? Where it's morning on blah blah blah, people are walking, temperature, whatever. 2 police officers step out of something. Whirling cafeteria, satellite officer Jean blah 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 blah. What is all this? Patrol officer, blah blah, fishing village. He glanced to meeting 15, it's 10-minute walk. The officers go, leaving behind the writing still smoldering. One day it says, I will return to your side. Always waiting. For what? For her to return. Ugh. It's always relationship drama, isn't it? Her who? Girl-child revolution. The what? I've been there. The city is a tinderbox. It may still happen. I don't know what it is. It won't. The metal base for an uprising has eroded the working class, has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore. However, however hard I try, whatever I do. I have another serious question for you. It's a gun in your hand, it's a farce. Nope, I'm not doing that, I guess. What have you been using this gun for? I use it for killing people. Killing people? Well, I mean, that's what it's for, right? It's the right tool for the right job. It's a gun, that's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism, defend your family and your property? You haven't done that. I use it to kill people. Interesting. During or after the war? There is no after the war. Class war is never over. So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay, going straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No, be careful now. Slow and steady. Doesn't make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal. So you're saying you kill people after active fighting stopped? What did I just say? What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now. I think it's too late. I already dropped it. I know you want to tell me. Have you killed anyone with that gun in the last week or two? I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer. And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time. Shut up, voice in my head. Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor, Colonel? The who now? He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire. The corpse in ceramic armor. Did you shoot him? Oh, yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy. Did you kill him? I'm a son of a welder and enough. That's not... I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the whatever. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it on him. Get a confession. Is it possible this actually is our real guy? The scent of blood in the air, but what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly all those tracks are so confusing. Go on with something else first. I don't need your cooperation. I've got this. Like, I don't know how to use it. I can't equip it either. Alright, come on. What am I forgetting? Hit yourself in the head. Wait, here it comes. Oh, the goddamn Maybells. Dried Maybells. Oh, yes. There were Maybells in the grass when you got there. The revolutionary symbols from the war. Nowhere else, nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them in the spring. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space in Claudier's bedroom. Now they're going to come up. Of course. Thank you, Head. Thank you. You got it. Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul. Nothing else comes up. You can see the lieutenant watch you try to stimulate thought processes by hitting yourself. That's a great interrogation tactic. I'm sorry this didn't do anything. Usually hurting yourself does. Officer, a word. Okay, excuse me for a moment. Alright, Kim, what the fuck you want?
I think we may have to listen.
This music almost reminds me of Diablo. Very first Diablo. Anybody remember? That prum pum pum pum. Getting like such a heavy Diablo town vibe. You think they did it? Nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant. We just need a confession first, then maybe a solid motive later. I'm slapping myself to get ideas. I can see that, yes. I'm not judging. What am I missing? What haven't I done? I've hit myself. I've hit myself again. And I'm out of ideas. Ballistics. Let him cook here for a minute or two. We can have another look around the island for a sniper's nest. I think we should check out the post. Okay. Remember, he wants to tell us, but he doesn't want to help us. It needs to look like we already have everything. That sounds like a lot of extra work. Okay, where's the... Oh, this must be a really small island. Alright, so there's somewhere else I need to go. I guess I will. Wait, hold on, is there anything this way? No, it must be on the other side of the big ass door thing. The sniper's nest. I wonder if I maybe have to click the books that we saw upstairs here. We have this. Oh, wait, what is this? Stuff. What is this? Reading material. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, no more reading. Most are softcover. Blah, blah, blah. Animal adventures. Blah, blah, blah. Magazine something. Someone's made themselves a home. Does anything stand out as unusual? Not that you can tell. Well, nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say. The print in some of these is pretty small, though. The person has good eyesight. So, is this like I can sleep in this bed, or am I able to expect it? There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner. Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh. How recent. You force the rest of the sentence out through pain. Thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak. You know, officer, you can rest here if you're feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead. Hell no. Yes, anytime if you need rest later, it's okay. Whatever. We don't need no sleep. Sleep is for pussies. Alright, let's go this way. I guess maybe there's still more shit out there somewhere. I mean, this was kind of like the first place we went in, and I don't know where we had the fuel canister from, but it's probably good that I had it. Otherwise, I don't even know. Inside of the fortress, make out the comp. Oh, wait, there's nowhere else for me to go. Okay, so this place is really small. Which means whatever I'm trying to do must be here, maybe at the console. It's on. Push the radio dial. The dial slides on the glass. Dark and silent, restoring electrical power has breathed life into it. Push the light. Ugh, that makes it too bright now. Lighting in the room, turn, smell the lock. That reminds me, can I equip my gun? The other gun, that is. Can I, like, do this? I can't do a wield? I guess not. Okay. I was really hoping to dual wield that shit. Does mean I can go out this way yet? Hey. Yes, I can. The firing slit. You can see just inside. Alright. If I was a clue, where would I be? I spun a direct hit to take out this huge chunk. Distant sound of cargo ships. Fascinating. Sure isn't a lot out here, though. Winch is broken, rust is eaten. What remains of the chain? The depot that supplied this chain is long gone. Strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea, leave it all and walk in. With a bottle in your hand. But it's cold. Yes, cold and still, but love is warm, like the inside of her mouth. Like a vagina, am I right? Am I... Yes, please. Oh, fuck yes. Go there in your head. It's been a day since you've thought about her. A week. Why? Perhaps there's someone there, under the water, waiting for you. Like a mermaid. Smelling of tutti frutti and betrayal. Baby, you know it's gonna hurt. Why a bottle in my hand? Always raise your sights. In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martini's reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water like shimmering towers, and the shacks too, pine trees and motor lorries upside down. Islets and posts and stepping stones lead in the water in front of you. Go, step in. It's been too long. Shake my head, that's all I can do. I guess there's no drowning ourselves yet to be had. Which is fine, like if you gotta die, drowning is just not a good way to do it. It's awful. The pain in your pelvis makes you wince, then you continue. Oh, got another fuel canister. A weathered artillery map shows coordinates. Maybe this is an old medicine cabinet. Yoink and yoink. What is this? Another mattress. E triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from. Inspect the mattress. Single person mattress, modern civilian use, brand name, blah blah blah. See, in an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. Pick one out of the can. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper brand, the brand to the balloony. Like the ones we found at Lion's End. Yes, this guy gets around. Yeah, he must be the only one that does this. Nobody else. Inspect the wall. There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Touch the concrete first. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than rain. Look through. Spring screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. A trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. Okay, we're doing something now. Small piece of the Marni's coastline opens up. Like a tiny landscape painting 1 kilometer across the water, the ruins look familiar. So let me think. The angle of this one, I think we would need the one on the left. Towering skyscrapers. On the right. Red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement front. Whirling rags, this is it. Between the two. Box-shaped silhouette of the whirling room. Its sloped roof. A tiny fleck of light catches your eye. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Claget's room. Motherfucker. What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window? More than that. Kim, with a pair of binoculars, I would be able to see inside that room. We could have been peeping on her all this time. Pair of binoculars or scope of a rifle. You'd be prone, lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the ember shoal. He pats you on the back. I think we have it. The origins of the shot. This is the sniper's nest. Booyah! Master cop work. It's only moderately effective cop work until we have the weapon. I do have the weapon. He looks north over the fortification. Booyah! Until we have that. I pretty I'm pretty sure just a weapon. Nope. At least it's a weapon. Unless I have to go confront him and he's like, yeah, that's the gun, and then I'd have to come back here. There's nothing new there, so let's go back to that dude. The old guy. Rest in the flak tower. I actually have a quest to go and sleep in that bed. Seems suspicious. Extract. Alright, let's just go there. I wonder if sleeping in the bed triggers something. Why would they... Either that or they're trying to get me to stall for time, as if maybe there's a time limit or something, and they're just gonna make it harder on me. I don't know. Not really decided on what I should do. For the time being, I know what I want to do, though. And that is confront the old guy about his whatevers. Alright, old man, the jig is up.
Minions of Capital. What do you want?
Well, I don't want to assess his body language, apparently. One more time, Mr. Droz. We need to talk about your killing. Blood and saliva. That's right, pile it on. There were many bells behind the victim's window. Show him the flower. Damn many bells. The whole island is turning white with them. So many this year too, this spring. It's coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away. Yeah, a young woman called Claude ring any bells? These dried flowers are behind her window. You know her, right? She had an intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary? With the victim? I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing. Everything is brand with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? If they're not named brand, then we're gonna have to take you into the station. Who cares what brand my shoes are? He looks at some shit. Show me the soles, Mr. Duros. Fucking in the soul. Ooh, spiral pattern. That's not a match, is it? Sizes 42 to 44. These are not unusual. Horizontal pattern soles you saw in the dust on the floor. Yeah, they do, however, seem to be about the same size. The size fits, but not the sole. Hey, look, I got some mad drama skills, yo. Wait, maybe it's simpler than that. Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now. Of course. People change shoes. It doesn't mean you weren't there near the room the victim died in, sneaking around. Racking those brains, are ya? Yes, we are. Desperate to report something back to your masters. They must have really loved that dead fuck. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. You can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. Too bad we have his gun. Oh, man stares. I don't need your cooperation. I've got the... No. We've done the ballistics. The shot came from the island. I say walking around there looking for evidence. You damn diligent when it comes to dead facades. Did you like the view? Actually, yeah, I did. I could see your titty balls and everything. Oh. You had direct visibility there, embrasures in the concrete specifically meant for a top faller to use, and you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Duros. Too long. You clearly need medical aid. I'm ready to die. Hey, me too. I've done my part. He's practically admitted to it. Dead facades for fascists done his part. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope. Yeah, where's the scope? Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is. Find it yourself. It's your problem now. Oh. he lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on. It's the best uninterrupted line of sight into that window in all of Martinez. Because it's a sniper's nest, yeah. Stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain. They're not worms, they're maggots. Leave no stone unturned. Get him on what matters most. I don't need your cooperation. No, they should probably do anything but that. I think we're not done here yet. You need at least 3 examples of proof to show that you have him anyway. There's little point in his resistance. Wait a minute. I think we do. Hold on. Let's think about it. The flowers. The boots. I mean, neither of those are ballistics. I mean, that counts as 3, right? Alright, you're under arrest, you little shit. Is what you plan to say before you can get past your under. Officer, are we sure we could maybe get more? Okay, we'll go take another look. I mean, it seems like they're really hinting at doing this, so fine. Must be still some bit of evidence. Maybe now we'll be able to see a scope. I should put on maybe the flashlight might help too. Let's see. I mean, it's daytime right now. Hello, Greenie. Welcome, and how are you? Maybe, since we did also turn the lights on here, we might spot a scope or something. Iceborne releases in 2 hours. Iceborne? What is that? Is that an expansion of something? I'm gonna hit quick save, and I guess since the other quest says to sleep in this bed, I'll do it and see what happens. Alright, maybe a little shut-eye, just an hour. You face the concrete wall. It's less like... Oh, okay, the Monster Hunter expansion. Or update or whatever. I thought that came out already a while ago. Pull your legs under your chin, assuming the fetal position. I see. Oh, so it's later release. I thought you had it on Steam, though. We've played before. I remember we fought the pickle. The blanket feels cold. It's someone else's blanket, and the room is all concrete and cold. Sounds of the sea beyond grow distant slowly. Your eyelids close. Hey.
Sleep is merciful this time, brother. Not too deep. Lit by the continuous sound of the sea outside.
Gotcha. I think whoever voiced this reptilian brain should voice the whole fucking game.
And a little something in
Not this one, though.
a sensation. A bow drawn across a string. Something small and crustacean-like.
Well, that's cool. And I think the limbic system is hinting at Cthulhu.
No, relax, man. It's just the comfortable darkness, interrupted by the pain in your body. A telegraph far away.
Oh, yeah. Far enough not to hurt for a while. Somehow you managed to dodge it all. The church, the window, and the bad book in the store on the shelf. You made it across the Black Sea unharmed. What? Nothing, just threats that passed by. Outside in the world, ill omens from another life. Not this one, you ignored them. Good, the sleep is nourishing. Take more of it. Turn to the other side.
You do so many times until dim light starts peeking into the hood you're under. The rough caracol. More and more each second. Time to face it again. The world. And you.
No, fuck the world. It's a terrible place. That didn't really seem to do a whole lot of nothing. And it didn't even fix my health or nothing. Okay, I wonder if that happens to reset this thing. Conceptualization. Should I level up my conceptualization, maybe? Perhaps. I mean, I have so much XP that, like... Oh, I think these are my skill points. Like, look how much stuff we got. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Conceptualization, where the fuck are you? A, B, C, D. Composure. Conceptualization. Oh, yeah, these are my skill points. I didn't even... Oh, apply. I'm gonna make an autosave too. Just... Why does art inspire you so much? Yeah, the skill tree system is weird for me. Like, it's just a lot of shit, and it's like, I don't even know what the hell I was doing with it. I've done almost nothing with it. It does, yes, but what is art, really? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. I don't know if I'd agree with that. I mean, wouldn't, like, encryption, cryptography be, like, a more advanced form of communication? Art is still subjective as opposed to the objective nature of cryptography and stuff. Would I fit into the alt world, I mean? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic with that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps I should try to critique architecture too. I guess I have been feeling critical lately. Yes, you seek substance. No vivid representation or reproductions of social mores is made manifest and stuffy... whatever. Alright, opt in. Exactly, it's not only your duty to only catch the criminals of the streets, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the galleries. Yes, let's take away people's free speech. Is that what they're hinting at? Go ahead and provide savage criticism art. Cop, the world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble. Did I get a new thought? Actual art degree. -1 perception. Can't even look at this shit. Okay, I'll take... I don't know. Confirm. We still have so many skill points. Like, it's about time I started using them, I think. Only 17%. Oh, that sucks. Conceptualize. Ugh. Yeah. Fuck you. %. I can't lose now. Oh, yeah, I can. Why am I making such a big deal over this? Oh no, we're running out of points. Last one. I'm not going any higher than this. But I'm even gonna make a save. I'll save scum if I have to. 58%. Oh, fuck you. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not spending like 5 points and then not getting a damn thing. It's a big hell fucking no. Conceptualize. Fuck you. Oops, not that one. That one. Confirmed. Conceptualize. First try. What? Oh yes, under the bed there's a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is blah 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 blah. Look, Kim, deranged commie ranting. Or, look, Kim, downbeat Jiro for people who can't get shit done. Let's go with the deranged commie rantings. Hosea. Looks like our straggler has kept some literature around for a quick ideological fix. That's why we keep around like anime, mangas and shit. So the waifus help re-inspire us during times of need. The waifu will always cheer you up. Commie propaganda and stuff, I don't know so much. As usual, he does not respond to the vote. That's it? That's all that shit was... Are you kidding me? Well, that's... like... maximum fucking buyer's remorse on my end. Conceptualization confirmed to be a shit skill. Why did I... I'm gonna assume we're going back out here. Maybe it's perception or something I would have needed, because maybe that skill or one of the similar ones makes something visible that otherwise would not be. Because maybe it's just like laying here in the grass somewhere or some shit. I'm just gonna take a look around, keep smacking that tab key. So far, nothing. Yep, nothing. If we don't find anything, we're just gonna go and arrest him anyways. I do have that authority. Like nobody said I had to be a good cop. I just have to do my job. Okay, no sign of anything new. Inspect the wall. Small piece of Martin's coastline. Got you. That's it? Okay, fuck. Just gonna inspect the mattress. Just make sure nothing new. Alright. We got nothing. We got nothing. We got nothing on the man. Can I walk over here? What is he doing? What is he going so slow? Okay, that's a dead end. Fuck it. We're gonna go and we're gonna piss that old guy off. I don't know what else to do. Extract a confession. This is gonna go great. I can already feel it. Mostly in the lower abdominal region, but I feel it. Alright, you.
Minions of Capital. What do you want?
Sir, you are under arrest for the murder of Elysium buttfucker. What? But you said I would be taken to the... No, you're under arrest now. Kim, Find me my handcuffs. Wind picks up. The silence in the water's broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues like an incantation. Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you and by the prosecution. You'll be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand? But, do you understand, sir? No, I don't want to. I don't have to stay here. He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now, on to the boat. Alright, so first off, do we have room for 3 people on a boat? Not really. Wow, we're just amazing cops, aren't we? We thought of everything that can go wrong. Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here. But... yes. The tropes of the horror genre. I think we should split up. But then who watches him while you're coming back here? Watches him there while I come back for you. You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you? What is this farce? This is a fucking farce. I can't. Lillian, you could ask her maybe. What is this with the perception? Doesn't matter, I failed. You thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds. Oh, maybe it's the decrypted thing. Maybe we could all fit in there, the lieutenant says. We could all fit in the little boat. Actually, no. Maybe I can just ask that net picker to watch him. This is no harmless old man. I mean, we did disarm him. All we gotta do is shackle him up, hog tie him, suspend him from the ceiling, and come back for him later, unless we forget. This fucking world. This world, what is this? Below the confusion and rage, a fit of blah 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 like yours, the thought passes, more pressing matters take its place. So I guess either I could take him, or Kim could take him. Alright, we'll just tell Kim to do it. It saves me a whole lot of effort. No, it would take a while, a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. No need to be polite, I'll do it. Maybe you're right. This world. What are you talking about? Is this... us? The wind is cold from the east. The skin is crawling suddenly. Yeah, because I have to do shit. I was trying to get Kim to do it for me. Oh. It's the cryptid. It's real. And we have it on tape. It's the Lydian Phasmid. That's the thing we did the quest for. Hey, what up, Mr. Manleway? How are ya? A dedicated tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. Better blink. Is it getting closer? It's gonna eat us. It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin hovering in place. What is that? Whoa. The old man looks at the reeds, and then you, what are you talking about? Come on, man, you don't tell me I'm the only one who sees this. The giant stick insect. There's nothing there. The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively. There is, I see it. Tell me what you see, damn it, I can't make out one small thing in the reeds. Kim, can you see it? I can see it. See? It's 2 on 1. 4 simple words. Thank God. If he can see it, then you're not insane. That's true. That's kind of how you can distinguish between reality and something just being in your head. You need a second observer to either confirm or deny your finding. Making the assumption that the other observer is actually as real as you would expect you to be. But let's not go down there. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender. Be very, very careful. Can we eat it? Hello, slender man. The creature stands on long, stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair. So how would a creature of this size, like granted it looks very camouflaged, but like from like a scientific, biological perspective, we're talking something that doesn't live underwater, deep in the ocean. Anything that's land-dwelling that's that large would be very difficult to slip under the radar of discovery. White and curled at the tip, it's no more than 5 steps away. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints as the insect moves its forearms. It produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. Approach carefully. Well, let's try these other options first.
This is the Elysium basement.
It is.
Oh, he decided to voice that suddenly. You glance over your shoulder. The man holds up. Oh, that's right. He had like one photo thing left. Are you sure you won't scare it off?
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear. No, stop. Let me approach it first.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He has stopped fiddling. He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him, his mandible antenna reaching out. The motions are quick and sudden. Surprise is not eating us. Whisper. Who cares what they think?
Understood. Of course.
Yeah, let me touch it. Approach carefully. Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps towards the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. This is also the reason why those stupid traps weren't working. You guys saw how small those traps were. Like you wouldn't even fit a cat into one of them. This thing's huge. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antenna to greet you. You're right below it now. Looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs, the head of the creature's crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water. Raise your hand slowly. The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there's silence. Should I raise my other hand too? I'm just gonna put my hand down. The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating. Sets of complex eyes follow you, moving in tandem on either side of the insect's small head. Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of his limbs continue all around you. Stand on your tiptoes and look more closely. No, back off. Oh, right. We can use our imagination. Tell me, what are you doing? I exist. I exist too. You're not fucking special. Tell me what it's like for you. It's wunderbar. Yes, holy is the Lord of hosts, and all the earth is filled with its glory. Now I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it's a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness being intruded upon. Transient, dim, moist. By who? Shapes of plants and animals and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless, so light it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never ache. What the fuck is happening to me right now? You're the type of animal I would like to be. Is this even an animal? Because this is some sort of like arthropod or insect or something. I think it's a different category, you know? Whatever. I think we don't need that accuracy. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Why do you ask? Sometimes when molting I regrow a lost limb. One time something went wrong and a small leg replaced a missing antenna. Oof. That's horrible. Yes, the leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk. You don't have a foot there now. Yes, thankfully someone ate it. The next time I molted, I grew an antenna again. Ah. Basically, if you grow like a mutated leg or limb or whatever, just rip it off and hope the next one that grows in its place will be the correct one. What exactly are you? I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodea, endemic to the Elysium I saw. For the last 350 years I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself when folding at night to play with trash bins and wee. I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain, also the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even in the 70s, islanders who came here first but did not stay have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government, and man, this guy knows a lot about politics, huh? What does that say about me? Two scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen. I'm a detective. So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? The killer? He is in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration. You're destroying him? Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. Well, don't worry, we're about to arrest him. You'll be good to go. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads, but he has looked at me too long and I'm destroying him. Yeah, let's ask him something deep. Where does this come from? All this around us, the world. Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lilies. Why would they be better candidates for knowing? Oh, there's dead fish. Then all we can do is beat our fists against it, day after day with no answer. You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum, or read. And last one. Is this a dream? What is happening? No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real. I have to say goodbye now. Talking to a stick man. No, there is one more. Of all the creatures I've met, you are the most beautiful. Would you like to go out on a date? Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before I go. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward for freedom. I will... What will? You cannot lie to me. Behind you it smells of fire so awfully far. You are prepared to go in her presence. End it. I'll try. She was hell on earth. It doesn't make a 3-meter stick insect. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that. Okay, Kim, take the damn picture. Let's go. Okay. There's no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed at by the camera. It remains fixated on you. In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. Wait, I thought we were taking a picture, not killing it. The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasement freezes and its bright light had turned toward the lieutenant. Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you. Well, now everyone's gonna believe us, so cool. I got it. Immortalized. For all time. Unless we lose the photo. Carefully pet its scythe-like form. I think we'll go for the whisker. The antenna hangs from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral like the tip of poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. Hey, that heals my morale. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Careful, detective, it's moving. Look, that's my finger. You were right, it glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen. Well, yeah, we're gonna lick our finger now. It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reed pointing from limb and head leg. Odorless, mostly comprised of water. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Let's get the hell out of here. Don't say it. Are you sure this may be the only chance you get to touch it? Nah. I'm sure we got it, Kim. Like, we got a picture, we can Photoshop the rest. A shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off. In a swaying, praying motion, even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you. Disengage slowly. As you're turning away, the phasement mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. So I wonder if this thing only showed up because we did that side quest chain from a number of days ago. And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the seas, calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. Oh, it's like one of those water bugs. Something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there among the reeds, a collection of items. Fuck yeah. It's gone. It can walk on water? Apparently, yes, like a water strider. Oh, yep, that's what I was thinking of. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So what's that in the reeds? He squints. We should have a look. Yeah, that's... What now? The old man behind you repeats suddenly. Fuck the old man, I need my loot. You stay sitting there. Our suspect's not looking so good. We need to check on him. Fuck you. We need to check on this box. A rifle scope. Oh shit. We got the helmet. That's 3 of 4. I'm only missing something else. Probably the pants. Wow, we look awful. Whatever, I'm gonna use it. Oh my god, ooh, I want to be famous.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Sir, how could you not see the face, man? See. Mr. Duros. Man does not respond. Keeps staring back up the wall, like an addict of some terrible substance. Snap your fingers under his nose. A light shivers passes him. Blah, blah, blah. He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. He's doing the dead weight thing, isn't he? Fucking protesters. Good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it? Does it? How does that solve anything? Where's the... I saw it said something about a task, inspect the phasmid. I don't... Or maybe it's done. Task complete. Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat. He's using a broken tire for a boat? I think it's safe to leave him here while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid. Let's confront him on that scope. He stares into the reeds. Show him the scope. I lost. You lost it? He lost a scope. Then it somehow made its way over there with the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Gross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot? He's not answering. Nothing. No tapping on helmets. The last numbers have gone out. The war is over. Alright, whatever. Hang tight. We should think about getting back to the mainland to get help. He'll be safe here if we don't take too long. Okay. Man, my guy looks so freaking messed up. Alright, what do they want me to do? Use the boat to return to the mainland. Okie dokie, I'm on it. Oh, I see. You guys remember a couple of years ago, like that weird Twitch gachapon farming scam shit was going on? It was like the same thing. Just like random people showing up, spamming their shitty scam services. It reminds me of that. I'd love to stay in chat, but I gotta go back to the mainland. Alright, let's return to the mainland. We're done here. Please don't be a long cutscene. This gives rock gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful, thank you. Oh, for the sound of conversation on the water. There's someone inland waiting for you. 2 men and a woman. Cool, whatever. It said there were 2 people waiting for us. I don't see anybody. Oh.
Look what the tide brought in.
Uh-oh. Jean Vicomware or whatever. Look what the tide brought in, huh?
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for you.
Yeah, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Look below to find my spout.
Also, you look like a fucking
You look like
idiot.
a fucking idiot. Whatever this is, it's completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstamm. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Mar, and this is your special task force, or what's left of it.
Can't be, I work alone.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstamm, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hi. I'll take the girl, the rest of you guys can fuck off.
We have come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
It's as if you recall that he's in fact a dedicated police lieutenant and not an Aussie boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim, you're my partner. You've gotta have my back. Let's destroy them.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Oh, right, they have a girl, though. I want her. Fuck. So what's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Yeah, I left the stove on. I gotta go.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Oh, if he's talking to me, he's... What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit, kid, what an interesting moniker. Mentioned a task force. Yeah. Major Crimes Unit. Under Lieutenant Dubois and Vic Mayer. Ring any bells? Who else is in it? Fresh your memory. It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. That's you, me, Judge Trent, fucking Heidelstamm, blah blah blah. I'm technically just a civilian advisor. You're the shadiest one in the bunch, dude. Fuck you, you're part of this shit show. Okay, whatever. What do we do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We're shit tier now, Harry, because of you. Oh, you're welcome. 41st isn't... Where have you been all this time? God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. You're detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die. Why didn't you detect or die then? Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we're going into the abyss. That sounds like something you'd say, yeah. None of us want to see the abyss, so we fucked off, like you told us to. So, turns out, blah blah blah, some dildo special. Yes, I'm Trent, I'm whoever said I was. Okay, you're just dildo, I get it. I don't care. Again, I was asked to share my take on some of the more fringe academic theories developed in Blair in the 30s. Whatever. Wait, partial psychotraumatic amnesia. Huh. I was gonna say none of this is ringing a bell. Like, I don't know who the fuck you are. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage, Trent. This is where you come in. How bad is it? Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. I think Kim is the one driving the boat, no? We just help boombox. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning, all good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic. Meaning you forgot both who you are and the definition of money I sold a pail and so on. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him. And I don't want to be a snitch, he makes air quotes. But also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting. No, it's not. Yeah, it's interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically? I'm not the expert here. I'm a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. They called me eccentric, but who's laughing now? Son of fucking lung here. Detective far out, son of a lung on a case. I have accomplished the thing. Oh, no. This is all pointless. I have completely transcended all of this. You have no idea what I just saw. He has hinted at the possibility before. I have trouble believing him, of course, but he seems to want to convince himself of it, and I've seen him work. His methods are unorthodox. With all due respect, Lieutenant, you're bewitched by the shit kid. It happens. What doesn't happen is a cop wiping his own memory to solve a case. In fact, it's not possible to wipe one's memory at all, even with the amount of potent Pilsner he downs every hour. He's simply lying or insane, or both. Probably both. Detective, I'm not saying he's the son of Lung, but lying? I mean, he has blacked out before. I have. Yeah, a couple of times after some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural. So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes, practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak. Yeah, drinking alcohol is our method of doing our job. It's like liquid amnestics. What do you mean? Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all, something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes. People lived here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape. To borrow a known metaphor, Harry's been pushed flat against it, total input, hardwired to the free market. He just needed it for it to end. Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crime unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that. He is not a cretin, and he is able to do work, if not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective. Whatever. What now? Now nothing. Now we're just gonna stand here. Okay, just stand there. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. Really? No. Now we discussed that. What the fuck did you do to our motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Oh, right, the car that we totaled. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. Ha 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 ha. Underwater killer. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45.000. That's a lot of decimals. Real police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired and I'm gonna pay till I die. I mean, I can just edit my save file and pay that off if you want. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. I have it. I have my badge right here, bitch. In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic and the badge slips out of your hand. I mean, I'll try and catch it. You juggle the badge for a second unsuccessfully and it lands on the ground some 2 meters away. Oh god, that actually did health damage. What the fuck? Why? All I did was drop my badge. Ouch. You strained your elbow trying to catch this stupid thing. Damn it. He found it. The patrol officer picks it up and gives it back to you, slippery and cold. He found it. It's his badge. And your gun? Oh. As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. We don't have my gun. Gun. Maybe you can philosophize your way out of it. I'm on 24/7, tracking it down right now. If I wanted to philosophize, it'd be this one, right? Gun, badge, car, these are all things. Things don't matter. People do. I'm just gonna tell them I upgraded my gun to a rifle. Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost. This is a training gong. It was used to kill a man from nearly a kilometer away. You don't care. Where's the gun the RCM gave you to kill people with? Where's that one? I don't have it. I knew it. I told you we didn't have it. This isn't cause for celebration. It's bad. Oh, I would say it's very bad. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Please put the stolen rifle away before you kill someone. We really haven't had any drinking. So you forgot the drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then? I don't. He's wounded. Oh, that, yeah. It's been a long week and he's handled an actual corpse. None of this matters. My odor situation is meaningless compared to what I've discovered. What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape. Sergeant Claget, because you were too drunk to assess her flight risk. We've read the reports. We know. Yeah, none of that matters. You no idea what I just discovered. You no idea what I... Oh well, if you got really high, then I guess it's okay. Then it's all been worth it. Let's not even get into the other suspect who shot herself in the head. She knew what she was doing. Or the fact that you're Everett's little peon now, doing I don't know what form. That small-time stuff, that's nothing. That's humorous anecdote. This is not a good conversation for my health, states. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was a fucking mass murder. He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant DuBois got between them and the locals. Here comes the cavalry. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. Yeah, what he said. I also solved the case. It was massacred. Yeah, the firefight is a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century, which is the stick bug. Like nothing else matters. Wait, it's better if I... It's so much better if he does this. A million times better. Come on. Thank you for the input, Lieutenant. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it. He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eyes. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take on the case? Come on, Kim. Stand up for me. I didn't get you killed, right? What's that worth? On the boy. Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge, that's all true, although he has not been drinking on the job this week. See? 1 week. That's a long time to not be drinking. That's like a hell, like that's an achievement. Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day. It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler. He grinds. He makes the real. He's a visionary and a money engineer, which is just... And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I've seen, in fact. Yeah, tell him, Kim. He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except for that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke. Hey, that was a good time. Which, by the way, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out. Yeah, it was what it was. Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species. Yes, I did. All by myself. A new species? A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Enceladian phasement. Takes out the photo. Kim, if you drop that picture, I swear to fuck. You hear gasps. As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered. Boom shakalaka, motherfucker. This is what I've been trying to... Now, let's go with boom shakalaka, motherfucker. Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case? Oh, yeah. The killer did not seem to be aware of the Phaseman's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after his appearance. He became near catatonic. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, the Phaseman may have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years. So it is connected. Totally. I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it. About time they recognize how awesome we were. Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk. His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away. This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now, you make your case. Now's the time, now or never. Also, the Phaseman was female at the reeds are its nest. Killer, we have a strong motive. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back and just point to ourselves? Yeah. I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to, Jude. Anything that ends the trial is okay with me. Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go. Okay. We have vehicles in the square and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go. Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am. Jingling his car keys. Do I need to tell Lena about the phase mid? Nah, because we're going to take all the credit, so if she knows, then she might be like, oh, you're the best, or something. Kitsragi, what will you do now? Well, first I'll go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will be good. It will have to be good to cover all this, then I'll have a serious talk with my captain about what? He pulls up his collar. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening terrifical. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate. Good luck. No, good luck with your report. I don't write reports. Alright, I'm ready. I don't care anymore. Good. She looks at you. Fuck it, let's go. Trant brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock. Under the noonday sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 or 80... is it supposed to be a decimal or a comma? I know some of the Europeans use decimals instead of commas, and it's confusing. Living souls and chimney stacks, fairy traps, blah 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 blah. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark of blah blah blah. Torson, yeah. Really, neck, I hear it's quite unstable. You say that it's like a bad thing, Captain something or other, and blah 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 blah. Wonderful. The woman looks north. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now? Oh shit. I didn't realize that was... Oh. Okay, so that was the end of this whole story quest thing. I thought it was just going to lead us to the next section or whatever. Well, let me get my thoughts on this game. So, this is not for everybody, that is for damn fucking sure. Like, anybody looking for, like, gameplay, high-paced action, things of that nature, will definitely not get a lot out of this. And for people that like reading and narration, slower pace, more story, background, side stuff, all that, that's definitely the strong suit of this game. And there's still plenty of stuff that we could do or could have done, because there was a lot of side missions. I would not recommend reading out loud. It is so much dialogue. And it's like I could do it for a few hours a day before my voice dies out. I mean, even now my voice feels like it's taking its toll. The story, parts of it are interesting. It's like a T-bone steak. It's like you got a T-bone steak and you know they're good. But how much meat is on that steak? I mean, big part of it is just the bone, and a lot of it's that gristly stuff that makes me gag, so you have to cut that out. And how much meat is there, but there's a lot of other stuff that's not all that interesting for me. All the political stuff was like, I could care less. I don't know, I don't care. But the detective stuff was actually kind of cool. And it seemed to only play a small role in the bigger scheme of things. I do like some of the moments that we did get with, like, the sort of slapstick, goofy dialogue. It just doesn't, like, it feels like it's too far and few. Like, if there was more of that, it would be great. Maybe if the dialogue wasn't quite as exhaustive as it was, it'd be great too. But most people wouldn't be reading out loud when they play, so they'd be going much faster through it than I did. So, kind of like an edge case. And yeah, it does remind me of like the first two Fallout games, minus the combat, because the way of approaching the problem seems to really have a lot of options. Good cop, bad cop style, which is kind of cool. The skill system, though, like, I have no idea what I was doing with that. We didn't even spend much in the end, which is fine. Like, Like, it was kind of like a, you know, blind shot in the dark, just go at it. I mean, we made it through to the end. We were looking at the credits, so there's that. And I still had so many more skills I could have spent that I chose not to, because I didn't know what to put them in. I don't know if there's any follow-ups or... Nope. Title screen. Let's go Elysium. Take it for what it is.